think that the creative act must transform the one who is in it. Not what he produces, but what happens to him or her. Fear. Fear freezes you. See if you get a new experience. I'm trying to get you to have a few new experiences here. An interesting thing happened. The cameraman said, they're not pretending, they're really playing. As if they were pretending, I would throttle them.
Welcome to the story of Viola Spolin, an educator, theater practitioner, author, and the mother of improvisational theater. Born in Chicago in 1906, Viola was the daughter of Russian Jewish immigrants and lived in a lively, multicultural neighborhood. In her 20s, she studied with Neva Boyd, who believed that games and play were powerful ways to teach social skills and build community. Through Boyd, Viola became involved with Hull House, a famous settlement house founded by Jane Addams. Hull House was a space where immigrants came to learn, create, and connect. This showed Viola how art could bridge cultural and language barriers. During the Great Depression, Viola worked for the Works Progress Administration, leading drama programs for diverse communities in Chicago. Many of the people she worked with didn't share a common language or have theater experience. Traditional methods didn't work, so Viola created something entirely new called theater games. These games focused on movement, play, and collaboration instead of memorizing scripts or following strict rules. They gave everyone, no matter their background, a way to express themselves and connect through creativity.
You would mirror and she'd have A and B.
Ah, see that?
And then you'd find yourself, if I was A, I would do that, and then the other person opposite would mirror me. And then she'd say, now B, and B would do something else and maybe lean in, look at themselves in the mirror. It was actually using it as a mirror. And then she'd go A, B, and she'd side coach more rapidly, and then she'd say, okay, now nobody initiate. And you suddenly were in this flow, and it was so wonderful and so safe.
In 1963, Viola published her groundbreaking book, Improvisation for the Theater, which spread her ideas to actors and educators around the world. Her work went on to shape modern improv comedy. Her son, Paul Sills, co-founded the Second City in Chicago, which launched the careers of performers like Bill Murray, Tina Fey, and Stephen Colbert. From there, her influence reached shows like Saturday Night Live and beyond. Viola's impact goes far beyond the stage. Today, her methods are used in classrooms, therapy sessions, and even workplaces to build communication, teamwork, and creativity. Viola Spolin believed that everyone has the ability to create and perform. As she once said, everyone can act. Everyone can improvise. She proved that through play, people can connect and discover their own creative voice.
Hi, I'm Kaylee. I decided to focus on Viola Spolin, honestly, the very first day when we got to watch the documentary about her. I was very fascinated by her and the ideas that she had and the values that she held. And I think that her work has also reshaped how I think about things like creativity and connection. And I think that her approach to improv, emphasizing play and presence and trust, reminds me that meaningful performance isn't about perfection, but about responding authentically in the moment to the people and the groups and the situations that you're in. I've also found that her focus on games is a good tool for learning collaboration and openness, and it's not just something that you can use on stage, but in everyday interactions as well.
Hi, my name's Ellie. I chose to study Viola Spolin for our group project because I value a lot of the goals she had. and how she wanted to use applied improv to facilitate a community full of diverse people where they could connect without necessarily having to speak the same language. A lot of them came from different backgrounds and didn't know English because a lot of them were immigrants, but she felt like that shouldn't be a barrier for connection. I thought that was important during the 1900s and during that time because it was important to accept differences people had without, conforming to the social norms and always just going with what people thought was right.
Hi everyone, my name is Katie, and learning about Viola Spolin these past 8 weeks has taught me a lot, specifically about cooperation and teamwork. Within the theater games, we learned a lot about spontaneity and needing to rely on your partners who are doing the games with you. So having that ability to rely on them and trust them was something that I really took away from Spolin and will continue to use for the rest of my time in college and throughout my professional life as well.
Hello, I'm Evan. I knew that focusing on Viola Spolin was such a no-brainer as an improv legend. She is so emblematic of the heart that is improv, bringing creativity in motion. Her work just is so symbolic of a reminder that play contributes to an audience that's not just comprised of children, although her work related to that, of course, in her life. It's extending those lighthearted tools for connecting and communicating and breaking down those barriers between people, no matter who you are.